Welcome to continuing coverage of the Great Waterway Classic. We're here with Flagstick Golf Magazine editor Scott MacLeod. And Scott, I know this is a proud moment for you to have this tournament here. Talk about what it's like to have the Great Waterway Classic and the Canadian Tour back in the Eastern Ontario region.
Yeah, we're pretty proud. I mean, it's been 11 years since the Canadian Tour has been here, and to have it back here and to see the players, the best players in Canada and some of the best players in the world making their way to Eastern Ontario, I think it's great for golf in the region. It's great for everybody to recognize that there is great golf here, and for all the fans to be able to come out and see them play and to support them. It's going to be quite a moment, something we've been waiting for more than a decade now.
Now talk a little bit about how the tournament came together. I know Great Waterway is a sponsor, but you've been involved with this as well. Talk about how this went from a great idea to suddenly becoming a reality this week.
Yeah, obviously we were approached as a publication that's been in the market for 17 years and involved in golf in different aspects of it, and the guys from Evolution came to us to talk to us about being part of it and to helping promote it, to be a media partner. We got involved in doing the program for the event, and basically we've been sort of an advisory capacity. We've been sort of there at the end of the phone and the end of the emails whenever the guys have had questions about things that are going on in the golf world, and for us, anything that we can do to help promote golf in the region is good for us. It is obviously good for Eastern Ontario, so we were willing to do whatever we could.
Now we're at a great track this week at Smuggler's, Glen. I had the chance to play it on Sunday, and I know you've had your experience here. Talk about how the course is going to play for our pros this week.
Yeah, we've had our tournament. We have an amateur tournament here annually every spring, which obviously the winner of that get an exemption into the tournament here, and so we've had a past experience and seeing players take to this golf course. It's really well conditioned for people that are maybe familiar with other parts of Ontario. It's very Muskoka-like. There's lots of open rock face, and it's a type of golf course that you really got to keep the ball in play, but there's certainly lots of opportunities, and even talking to players so far that have been out here and taking to the golf course, they realize there's ways they can really go low out here, but if they don't keep into play, they can certainly make some big numbers.
Now, Eastern Ontario is certainly a hotbed for Canadian pro golfers. Talk about the chances of maybe a local player doing well this week.
Well, we certainly have a few guys that are in the field, and we've got Brad Revell, obviously has become the face of this event. He's a guy that's only from 20 minutes away down in Kingston. He hasn't had the greatest year, but certainly he's had a lot of experience here, which can be very helpful. We've got players, obviously, like Chris Barber, who's the 9th ranked pro in Canada for club professionals, and he's had a lot of experience here, and he plays here a few times a year, and he might surprise a few people. And we've got even other players, Marc-Etienne Boussier, who got in the tournament from Gatineau, hasn't played this course until yesterday, but likes it. Might be a surprise player that people have never even heard about before, unless they've followed amateur golf, and he quite could get in the mix.
Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that you're the leader of our expert picks, which is a weekly pick that we do on our website each week, and you're leading the standings. You pick a winner and a dark horse each week. Talk about who you think might be the winner this week and some of the players to watch. Well,
I took as my dark horse, I took the aforementioned Marc-Etienne Boussier, just because I thought, not a lot of people will take him, so there might be an opportunity there to gain a little bit on the other guys doing their picks. For the first time this year, I took Nick Taylor, and part of the reason I took Nick is that he's known for having a pretty steady game, and I know he knows how to find fairways, and that's pretty important around here. Whether it'll be enough to separate me from Ian Leggett and Tim McKay, I think are the two guys that are chomping on my heels by about $500. I don't know, but it'll be fun to see how it plays out.
Well, thanks very much for joining us, and thanks for everything you do for this tournament. We're looking forward to a great week.
I appreciate it. It should be a fantastic week here.